Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be watching a replay from Crust, who managed to score over 14 billion damage to the Plague Creeper Primal Lord today, using what is probably the overall top performing team that everyone in the community has managed to come up with. It is going to be using the two Graveborn buff tiles, and I'm going to briefly talk you through the formation and then we're going to watch the replay. And the credit for who came up with this formation was Damien from the AFK Analytica Discord. So the TALENE and Lily May are going to be on the Prime Carrier Graveborn buff tiles in the back. Carolina is going to be the rearmost hero other than them, so she is going to be the sacrifice, which means TALENE and Lily May will be gaining a percentage of Carolina's stats at the beginning of the battle, which is 18% if you get all the upgrades from the Graveborn faction tree. Ludovic is going to buff with his elite magic charms. He buffs up by 18% the attack of Lily May, who is the ally 1 tile behind him. Thorn is important here because he soul packs to protect the TALENE to allow her to cast her ultimate for longer, because she begins casting her ultimate at the expense of her own health. And that is also why Ludovic is more important in this team as compared to the other Graveborn team I've shown in previous videos, because in that team no one's really at risk of dying, but here you want to keep TALENE casting her ultimate for as long as possible, and so Ludovic will sustain her back up. And Carolina is just here as the sacrifice. She has some AoE damage to help you clear the plague rots, but her damage output will be pretty low in this fight because it all is about stacking those Graveborn stacks upon killing a non-summon enemy, and all of the plague rots which are defeated by Lily May or TALENE, or even assisted in killing them, they're going to be gaining these stacks of 10% attack as well as defenses. So overall, really effective team. Resonating spell on the Lily May, because in the Graveborn comp there are not as many ultimate casts, and so resonating spell is probably the better option as compared to Tidecall spell, and especially more so with TALENE, because TALENE you'll ideally have her channeling her ultimate the entire time and she will not be recasting it. Okay, so with that covered, let's go ahead and take a look at the team replay. And yeah, okay, go right into it and watch it at 1x speed. Okay, so Thorin walks up to the front. Ludovic is healing the back for right now, and yeah, they already split into the plague rots. They're damaging them, and now look at all of these buff stacks on the Lily May and the TALENE. These are from killing all of these plague rots. Each one that you're defeating is giving them a 10% bonus of attack and defenses. So now basically the boss is going to be unable to kill them, and it will just be, can TALENE be sustained enough from the healing of Ludovic and the soul pact of Thorn, or basically reduced the amount of health she loses from the soul pact of Thorn, because the soul pact of Thorn is not healing her. Okay, recast the ultimate from TALENE all the way up to 6 billion damage. 50 seconds left on the clock. We'll look at the damage chart at the end of this, but I'm suspecting both Lily May and TALENE to be dealing probably over 6 billion damage each, and TALENE should be dealing the most damage. So 8.1 billion damage, 36 seconds left. Lily May ultimate alone deals around 500 million damage. Even in the other Graveborn team, that's how much she was dealing. And Ludovic is just going to keep healing up the TALENE. Yeah, as soon as she gets lower on health, Ludovic heals the TALENE. But yeah, definitely I think Tidecall spell would not be a consideration for this TALENE team. It's arguable about the other Graveborn team, whether Tidecall could be used instead of resonating, but even for that, I feel like I've had better luck with the resonating spell. So 12.7 billion damage, 10 seconds left. TALENE has been pretty much able to consistently cast her ultimate, only having to recast a few times. And there we go, over 14 billion damage. TALENE casts her final ultimate, 0 seconds left. And the total damage output for this, from the screenshot shared, was a bit over 14 billion damage. Because in the Graveborn team, at the end of the fight, like the total score meter doesn't line up with your actual damage contributed. But it was a bit over 14 billion total score. So TALENE did almost 7 billion damage, Lily May did 5 billion damage, and Carolina still contributed a lot. This is the thing about Carolina, she deals high AoE damage, so even if she's not getting the effect of those stacking attack buffs from being on the prime carrier tiles, she still contributes much more damage than any other hero could in her place. And also because she's going to have high attack percent, like a high attack stat, the prime carriers are going to be getting more value as having her as the sacrifice. So now what I want to show you is the faction talent tree, the key basically talents you'll want to upgrade for this team. So you'll want to go for all the offensive stats, and on pretty much all of the faction talent trees, the left side are the offensive stats. So for example, the defense penetration, the attack, and the healing doesn't matter, but you have to upgrade that to unlock the rest of the side of the tree. And this is the major buff you want. It will give the prime carriers on assist or defeat a permanent increase of attack and defenses by 10%. And you saw how many buffs were stacked on Lily May and TALENE, and it is because of this. And then you have more attack. And on the right side, you actually do want to upgrade a bit to unlock this skill upgrade. Because with this skill upgrade and combined with the next skill upgrade on the right from stage 2, you're going to be gaining 18% of the sacrifice's corresponding stats. And Carolina has pretty high attack. So if you can gain 18% of that as compared to the base, which is 16% of that, it's going to increase damage only slightly. It isn't a huge deal, but every bit counts, right? So that's why this is important. The defensive stats don't matter. So basically my tree, you can copy it, and you can even give up on this HP one if you want to. And then on the left side, you can go for, again, all of these offensive stats. And then of course, the most important one, which is the extra talent buff tile. So overall, amazing team. When we compare it side by side with the other Graveborn comp, which basically I'm running, or people who don't have TALENE have to run, this one is on average getting around 1 billion damage higher. The resonating levels of his heroes, if we just take a look again, are levels 571 across the board, but it really only matters on their key damage dealers, which are Lily May, Carolina, and TALENE. He also has epic charms on TALENE, but no epic charms on any of the other heroes, and the team will get even more powered up when all of the heroes have epic charms, and even especially the Ludovic and Lily May, because the Lily May epic charms will cause the targets to take bonus damage from all sources from on their team, and the Ludovic will increase the attack buff granted to the Lily May in this formation. So overall, just really impressive team. On average getting 1 billion or so extra damage compared to the more standard Graveborn version without TALENE. So, and I believe that as of right now, this is the overall top scoring team. I haven't seen any Lightbearer team hit 14 billion, even with good RNG. I think it would be really difficult to reach this level. So if you have these heroes, this is probably the team you want to invest in. You can wait and see until we get closer to the boss dying, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a great option, if not the best, even leading up to the end of the boss. So again, big shout out to the people at AFK Analytica Discord and all the team testing and the innovation from Damien for this team, and then the team testing, for example, for this run from Crust, and sharing the replay with me. A big thank you to him, because then I'm able to share it with you guys and make this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and this is a great team to shoot for if you have these heroes, and it makes the best use of TALENE as of right now for this Primal Lord. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.